What's going on, henchmen? Welcome to the Henchman Club. In this video today, I'm going to tell you why you're not sticking to your fitness routine. But before we get into the video, subscribe to the Henchman Club channel, like the video, and comment down below any problems you have in your fitness journey. And perhaps I can make a video about it in the future. Let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, you're probably wondering who's this guy. If you're new to the channel, you're wondering who am I? And that's fine. I'm going to explain. Well, I was able to go from this to this in about 7 to 8 weeks. And I'm going to be honest, when I first started working out, I didn't think this transformation was possible. If I didn't think it was possible and I was able to do it, I know for sure that you too can do it. But you just have to want to do it. As long as you want it, it's yours already. Now let's go to the video. So while you're not sticking to your fitness routine, there are three reasons. The first of all, your why is not strong enough. You have to have a strong why. Your why is going to be your motivation when things get hard, when the days when you're struggling. When you have a why, a strong enough why, you have instant motivation. The second thing is that your workout plan or your fitness routine, your diet does not suit your lifestyle. You have to think about fitness as part of your life now. If you're truly trying to achieve a particular goal fitness wise, you have to think about it as a lifestyle because you have to do it till the day you die. If you stop working out, you stop eating right, you're gonna go back to your old ways. You have to become a new person to be able to maintain the kind of physique or the kind of you're trying to get hench, you're trying to lose 20 pounds, whatever it is. For you to get the desired results, you must be committed to it and you have to stick to it for a certain period of time. You must be consistent. And to be consistent, you have to make it part of your lifestyle. It has to be easy, as easy as brushing your teeth. Of course, it's not going to be easy as brushing your teeth, but you get what I'm trying to say. And the last thing is, you're unsure that you get the results you desire. I know you're probably scared. It's like, I'm going to do all this work. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat right. And then you don't get the results you want to get. And then what's the point of all that? You just wasted your time. And when you think about this, it makes sense because if you put in work over a certain period of time and not get the results you want to get, why are you going to, you're not going to put in that work. You might try the first week, the second week, and then on the third week, you're like, I'm not seeing the results I want to get. But you don't have to stick to it for a long period of time. And if you're not sure at the end of the day that what you're doing is going to give you the results you want, then you're probably not going to stick to it for a long time. And that's just how it is. So, like I said earlier, your why isn't strong enough. Without a strong why, you're never going to start. Your why is going to be your motivation. Why do you want to change? Like, what was it about your physique? Like, you look yourself in the mirror, you don't like what you see. Maybe you're struggling like health wise. Like, well, what's the reason? Once the reason becomes extremely important to you, you take the action because no one has to tell you. You look yourself in the mirror, you don't like what you see. You're gonna be looking at that physique every day of your life, every single day. You have your bath as long. I mean, hopefully you shower, you look yourself in the mirror. You're gonna look at like you look yourself and you don't like what you see. If you don't like what you see, that's something you're gonna have to deal with for the rest of your life unless you change. If your why becomes strong enough, then the change becomes very easy. When I was over 250 pounds, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I don't want to live like this. Like, I don't want to be 250 pounds, like huffing and puffing when I walk upstairs, and you just like, you jog, you feel pains and all that kind of things. And then you don't feel good. You look at someone in the mirror, you don't feel good. Like, nah, you want to feel good. And if you feel the same way, you have that why. Once that why becomes true, you have to become emotionally invested in that why because once you're emotionally invested, then nothing can stop you. If you don't have that why, if that why isn't strong enough for you, you go for a couple of days. Eventually, you say like maybe 1 week, you're just having like a very bad week, and you just give up. But if you have a why, your why is strong enough. You're like, nah, I don't want to see that person I used to be in the mirror anymore. I want things to change. Once you get to that level, it just everything just changes because that's what motivation is. It's when you have a reason. Your reason must be strong enough. If your reason isn't strong enough, then why are you going to put in the work? It's just common sense stuff. Like that's just how it is. And once you have that why, then you never lack motivation. You always have motivation because you know the reason why you're doing these things. Like you brush your teeth. Like in my last video, I said you brush your teeth because you don't want your mouth to stink. You eat food because you don't want to die of starvation. Like nobody. If you're hungry, I don't have to come and start telling you like, hey man, you gotta eat. As long as you have the resources to eat, you're gonna eat. Like unless you want to die, you want to die. If you don't want to die, you have to eat food. It's just like that same thing with working out. Once your why is strong enough, the thing is that the problem is that you haven't attached the strong enough why to to your fitness goals. Once the why is strong enough, like I remember I had somebody one time. He said like he was trying to like lose weight because he was trying to live long enough because he was older. It was like was in his 40s, like pushing 50, and he just had like two sons, something like that. And he wanted to lose weight because he wanted to live long enough to be able to play around with his sons. That's a strong why. Once you have that kind of a why, then like 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 for that man, he knew that if he didn't take care of his like his fitness goals and if he didn't take care of his health, he might not live long enough to be able to play with sons and see them grow up and things like that. And once you have that kind of strong why, then everything becomes easy from there. And this is one of the reasons why you can't stick to a plan because it's going to be pushing you towards your goals. Because you're thinking about it, you become obsessive about it. Like, yo, I want this to change. Like, this must change. When you say this must change, no matter what, like you're gonna keep doing whatever you need to do to get what you want. And once you have that why in your mind, that's it. This is my boy. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna tell you the power of a strong why. When I was in uni, right? I never really took uni seriously. Maybe the first semester I tried, but then I realized was this kind of I was like, man, I'm just here to have fun. So I never took uni seriously. So I'm not gonna lie. When I was in uni, my projects and stuff, I'll copy off my boy right here. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not trying to put him in trouble or anything, but I'll copy his projects. I'll just like get everything. And every time like he would help me with the project and everything, I'll be like, yo, man, I just and back then I was in uni. I started going gym. I was like, yo, I just started going gym, and I think you should join me to go gym. Let's go gym. Like after when we were done with the project and everything, let's go gym. I'll tell him like every time, and he never really cared. It was like, nah, man, I'm good, I'm good. He was saying that. And then fast forward 2 years later, it was like summertime, and I'm just chilling. I'm chilling in my yard, and then he just buzzes me. I was like, yo, why is he buzzing me? Just I was out of nowhere. It's like random. School wasn't on. It was like he was just buzzing me. I was like, oh shit, what? He buzzed me. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, yo, once I get back to school, and this was him speaking. I was like, once I get back to school, man, I want to join you in the gym, man. I want to start working out. And I was like, yo, what changed, man? For 2 years, I've been telling you come work out with me. What changed? He was like, yeah, man. I was playing basketball, and this guy bodied me, and I just felt so weak. And he just said like he like one of his friends, like one of his boys that he actually plays ball with. He bodied him, and when he bodied him, was like, hey, man, like I don't want to be weak on the court. Like I don't want to be being, I don't want to be, I don't be getting bodied by everybody in the court. Like he wanted to get strong, and he just called me. He was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go in the gym and whatever it takes. I don't care whatever I need to do. Just tell me what I need to do. And just like that. And when he gave me that call, and when I heard his conviction in his voice, I knew like he was serious. I knew he was dead serious. Like he wasn't joking about that. He just could not like live that way anymore. And in 3 months, this was a transformation in 3 months. It's a 3 month transformation. So I don't know where you are right now in your own fitness journey, but this is what I'm trying to say when I say part of a strong why. Like in this channel, I'm not going to be telling you about like working, like eating food and stuff like that. I will talk about that, of course. Like you have a workout plan, you have to eat right, and you have to work out. That's for sure. But like, if you have to understand that these things, like everything, like I said in my last video, is right here. You must have these reasons in your mind because that's where everything starts from. You have that strong why, you're gonna be pushing yourself. Like you don't have to like nobody has to come and tell you what to do because you know why you're doing what you're doing. There's a reason behind it, there's an intention behind what you're doing. And once you get to that level, you're unstoppable. And this is what I'm trying to say. Look at my boy. Like for years, I was telling him 2 years, two whole years. I'm dubbing off his projects and everything, and like man is helping me out. I'm just like living life. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, yo, I want to try and like help you out, bro. Like, you're helping me in this stuff, like, and then I'm like, my life is good. And I stuff like yo, I want like come join me and bang gym too. But like he just never cared. But once he had a why, he had a reason for himself why he had to. Everything just changed for him. And I didn't. I mean, all I did was tell him what to do. I told him what to do. Like, yo, this is what you go do. This is what you should expect and everything. And then when I was going to gym, he would just do the same workouts with me. And in 3 months, a three-month transformation. Like, look at this. Like you too. I don't know where you are right now in your fitness journey, like I said earlier. But I want you to think about this carefully. Like, what's the reason behind you wanted to change your physique? Like, what's that thing that's it's like, nah, I don't want this anymore. Like, what's the thing? There's something for sure. It might be multiple. If the multiple, that's good because then you have different reasons. But if there's one strong one, that's perfect. You just need one that is gonna like even when on the toughest days, it's gonna push you. And once you have that, then you won't be worrying about like, oh, I'm gonna miss gym. You ain't gonna miss gym because you say, no, I don't want to look like that in the mirror anymore. You ain't gonna miss. You want to eat like some terrible food. You be like, nah, I'm not gonna eat that food because I know if I eat that food, I'm gonna gain a couple pounds, and then it becomes automatic, and then you start changing. Once you start thinking like this, you start changing because the change is internal. The change is internal. Once you start thinking this way, everything starts changing for you. And once everything starts changing internally, you start taking the right actions physically. And when you start taking the actions physically, your body is just going to change over time, and that's how it works. And this is proof because why I put my boy on here. I put my boy on here because like I don't want to use myself as an example because of course like I've been through a fitness journey, but like this is somebody that completely changed his life in 3 months because he had a strong why. So now what I want you to do is like get a piece of paper or like get your notes out like your phone or something like that. Get something and write down your whys. If you have multiple, good. If you have one strong one, good. But you must be attached to them emotionally. There has to be something that's going to push you in those dark days. The next the next thing why you can't stick to your fitness routine is like your fitness routine doesn't suit your lifestyle. This is something I struggle with for sure. I tried different plans to try and work out, try and do this, but like it wasn't working for me. Personally, for me, I don't like to eat like small meals. People like they say bodybuilders like eat like five small meals. I don't like to eat small meals. Like I'm not a bird. I'm gonna be eating all them small meals. I like to eat like large meals, maybe like eat like twice a day, a large meal twice a day, maybe sometimes once a day, depending. But this is how I eat. So I can't like tell you if someone that you like to eat like maybe like medium portion meals like 3 times a day. I'm not gonna come and tell you like you go follow this diet plan where you eat like for me where I don't eat like I usually don't eat before like 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Most times I eat before 2 o'clock. So if I don't eat before 2 o'clock, and that's what works for me. And I'll tell you to do the same thing when you something maybe your stomach is like you're hungry in the morning, or like maybe like after whatever you do like 9 a.m. in the morning you're hungry. I'm not gonna tell you to do that because you're not gonna be able to stick with that. Maybe you might do that for 3 months, you might do it for like 6 months. You might get the results, but eventually you're gonna probably go back unless you're gonna change yourself completely and say, okay, I'm not gonna change my ways. But you don't have to change your ways. You have to find a plan that matches your lifestyle. That's the whole point. If you have kids or let's say you're very busy or anything, like I'm not gonna tell you work out 6 times a week or work out every day. Nah, you might just need to work 4 times a week. Hit every body part twice a week. That's all. That's all you do. That's it's that simple. You pick like three, four body parts. You hit them like back to back. You hit one. Let's say you pick like chest, back, and chest, back, and like maybe quads. Right? You hit that the first time, like the first day. The second day, you hit your bicep, your shoulders, your arms, your biceps, and your triceps, your shoulders, and then you use some hamstrings as well. Yeah, if you have those two workouts, and you can just do that. You can do like Monday, Tuesday, and then you rest on Wednesday and do Thursday, Friday. If you're very busy, this is I'm just going off the top of my head. This depends on like this is it's up to you. You're the one you have to make the decision because like I don't know what your life looks like, but whatever plan you have, if the plan is not going to match your lifestyle, it's not going to fit your lifestyle. It has to be seamless. If it's not going to fit your lifestyle, then you probably have willpower. You're going to go for the first few weeks, but eventually somewhere along like how many diets have you tried? How many workout plans have you tried? But then eventually you just quit. Like it's nothing to do with you. You have to make things fit you. Like you have to think of like we're all different. Like you can't. Like, I'm not just going to give you like a workout plan, tell you do this. Nah, I want to know exactly like who are you? Like what's going to work for you? Because what's going to work for you is not going to work for me. It might not work for me and what's going to work for me might not work for you. It all depends. It might. You see, that's the thing. That's the way it goes. But then you have to be the one thinking for yourself that, like, what exactly do I need to get done here? And that's a question you must answer for yourself. Finally, you're unsure that you will get the results you desire. I mentioned this earlier when I listed the first 3 steps. I want you to think about this carefully. You're probably scared of failure. Like, what if I try and I go gym, I eat right, and I do this for like a couple of weeks, and I just remain the same. You just take a before picture, and it just remains a before picture. There's never an after. That's what like when I first started working, that was my problem. I never took before pictures because honestly, I didn't know when I started working. I didn't know I was gonna have like that crazy transformation. I just didn't know. If I'd known, I'd have probably like recorded every step. That's true. If I'd known I was gonna go through like great transformation, I would have definitely been recording every step. But I was just trying different things out. Eventually, I found out what worked for me, and that's why I found out this whole system. Like this, you have to find out what works for you. And then you have to believe that that plan, that roadmap you have, that fitness roadmap that's going to take you to your destination. You have to be confident. You have to have the conviction, the trust in that plan that's going to get you where you want to go. Because, like I said earlier, when things get hard, and you know for sure that if I keep on doing these things, you have a strong why. You keep on doing the right things, and it fits your lifestyle. There's like think of just look how everything I've mentioned. You have a strong why. Your motivation is sorted out, so now you don't have to second guess. Like even on your worst days, you know why you're going to the gym. You know why you're eating right. That's number one. And then the workout plan and the diet plan you're using is something that fits your lifestyle. You don't have to be worrying about, oh, like, oh, can I stay consistent, and like, no, because it fits your lifestyle. You just add it. You switch things. Let's say if you like burgers, for example, you like burgers, right? You used to go like, I like Five Guy burgers. You go like Five Guys. You go Five Guys, but then you can't, like, because there's hella calories in the Five Guys. But if you go to the store and you pick up like 95% like lean, or 96%, one of them, just pick it up, and you can make it yourself. You can make it for half of the calories. You don't have to give up burgers completely. All you have to do is just make those swaps. Make it fit your lifestyle. You like fries? If you like fries, ins- rather than the McDonald's and all that stuff, just dead all that stuff. Go to the store. Go to the frozen food section. There's probably like some potatoes. Like, you actually like buy the sweet potatoes, or you buy like the whatever the potatoes, and you fry yourself. You can make these things. Make all these are the kind of swaps you make. Like I said, working out too. How many days a week can you work out? Be honest with yourself. Like, I would suggest minimum you have to work out 3 times a week. That's minimum. And if you can't do that, then I mean, you're not serious. I mean, 3 times a week. And when I say 3 times a week, I'm talking about like maybe like an hour and a half. Like, I'm not talking about like you being there for like three years. Nah, I mean, nobody got time for that. Like I said in my last video, we're trying to live. We're trying to do these things so we can have a better life. We're not like trying to do, like, I'm not trying to be. I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't bang gym to like. Nah, I just want to look good. Want to enjoy life. Want to go through life the best way possible. That's what this is about. You look in the mirror. You like what you see. You feel good when you walk. You don't feel tired. This kind of stuff, because these are the kind of things that fitness. This is why it's important for you. And then the older you get, you have like health problems and all these things. These are things you must consider. That's why fitness is essential. It's so important. But you have to be for yourself. You know what you want for yourself. You know where you are right now. You know where you want to be. You create that roadmap. You create, like, you get that why out. Find out the workout plan, and find out a diet that you're going to stick to. And then once you have that conviction that it's going to work out, then everything is sorted. When you sort those three things out, then your fitness journey is going to be completely different from the past, because now you have every step of the way. You're ready. You're not like gonna, like, on your bad days. You're gonna remember your why, and you're never gonna have to second guess like your workout plans and your diet, because it fits your lifestyle. And then you know for sure every single thing you're doing is gonna get you to where you want to go. So now tell me, who's gonna stop you? Nobody. I can't even stop you now at this point. I've given you everything you need, and just go from here. If what I'm saying makes sense to you, take action. Take action, because we ain't here forever. We're gonna die. We're all dying. All of us are all dying every day. It's just some of us quicker than others. We're all dying. So take the action. And if you're struggling coming up with a fitness roadmap for yourself, you can email me free consultation at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com. Then we'll go from there. I'll talk to you about all these things. You're gonna answer a questionnaire. That's what usually. So I start my calls. You're gonna answer a questionnaire, some things I want to know, because I want to know your why, all this kind of thing. Because these are things that are gonna push you. They're kind of things that are gonna make the process seamless for you. So just email me free consultation at headmaclub@gmail.com, and then I'll reach out to you, and we'll go from there. I hope this video helped you out. Subscribe to the Henchman Club channel, like the video, and stay henge.